is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? 'Cause I'm sick of all this lying. My daddy left her crying. I'm tired of the lies. It was never on his side. I never had a life. I just wanna show you that there's more on my side. I just want the feeling that my girls get all the time. I don't need no love that can walk up on my life. I just wanted somebody to love it. I just needed somebody to hold me for the moment. I just needed someone that gon' look me in the eyes. Tell me that you love me and you never leave my side. You never leave my side. And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? Different from your last one. Tell me how you different from my last one. 'Cause I ain't really into playing games. 'Cause the last one burned my heart up into flames. Let me know, 'cause I wanna know. Is you gonna run for me, pop me on the phone? Let me know, 'cause I wanna know. I used to get in there, so baby, we can go slow. I just wanted somebody to love it. I just needed somebody to hold me for the moment. I just needed someone that gon' look me in the eyes. Tell me that you love me and you never leave my side. You never leave my side. And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Can you save me from myself? And is it possible? Can you save me from myself?
Hi, welcome to So Get the Podcast. I'm Katie. Let's get the show started. So before I get the show started, my thoughts and prayers goes out to everyone, every hour, every second, every minute, every day. The tragedies happening in the world today. And we gotta do what's best for each other and take it day by day, you know. That was Big Ski, myself. Check her out on streaming platforms. She's a dope artist and a musician. And I'm looking forward to her in the very near future to continue on her journey, you know. I have a few things that I would like to bring to you all's attention. Before I get to that, you guys check out the merch. Should be a link. It's a contact number if you have any difficulties with your orders or whatever the case may be. If not, you can go to www.sogettheproduction.com and or hit the button on this page or this platform, and it'll take you right to the products. And it's a plethora of products on there that I believe they just added some to the store. And thank you and appreciate everyone for supporting this platform. Continue us moving forward. So on my radar, on a few things that's on my radar, but I want to go back, not too far back, but I spoke about the bridge incident, the Baltimore Bridge. It was something that took place as well as it was another cargo ship. It's like maybe 2 or 3 of them, but this one is on my radar. This one was actually in New York. What is it called? The Narrows Bridge. It seemed like they had the same difficulties and or malfunctioning with the cargo ship, and it was almost an accident. Another bridge. It's crazy, you know, like how these bridges is potentially getting ran over or knocked down, you know. So much going on in this world today with the solar system that just passed the eclipse, and it's just a lot that's going on in the world. And if you are taking care of yourself, you got good health, and your loved ones taken care of, you have shelter, transportation, you know, things that's detrimental to you and what's needed to survive the day, you should be thankful. A lot of people haven't made it today. And like I said, this bridge situation was about to be another one, and I'm glad that it did not. The Narrows Bridge, expert told us, CBB, New York, that the incident like there are not uncommon. This happened on Friday near the Narrows Bridge. A massive container ship lost propulsion. 3 Taiwan vessels nearby helped to anchor the ship just north of the bridge, according to the Coast Guard. Unlike the Baltimore incident, the vessel did not lose power. Lawrence Brennan is a retired U.S. Navy captain from the Staten Island, and he says that he knows that waters well. Rapid and successful response by the ship's crew and the pilot on board. Assisting tugs came up a mile or two from stern where they had left the ship when they were being in Staten Island ferry tunnel. Brennan said the vessels can lose stern propulsion or power. Brennan said a loss of propulsion is not uncommon. Adding the New York harbor, there are layers of protection. Tugs assist ships to and from the pier, helping them navigate in confined water. Brennan also pointed to the Vessel Traffic Service, or VTS, system in New York. It's like air traffic control for the water. The New York VTS system is probably one of the more complicated and large ones. Brennan said Baltimore is a different size, different type of harbor, and it doesn't seem to have a quite as, I don't want to say good, but a system as we have in New York City. Sophisticated. At the end of the day, sorry. Why is it like this stuff is happening? Like, it's just like within weeks of time frame. Like, it's this ship on this bridge, that ship on that bridge. That one collapsed. That bridge, and unfortunate, people who was on that bridge when it taking place. And the solar eclipse and people dying at festivals and all these different things. I would like for everyone to not only enjoy their life, enjoy one another, love and take care of one another, because you never know. It's not really, want you to be fearful of what can happen, because, things do happen. But at the end of the day, it's all about being prepared. And when you take certain things for granted, you lose it. And it's unfortunate, but that's just, this thing they call life. You lose it, So you want to take care of the things that you cherish the most. If your loved ones, your animals, material things, or whatever it is, to each his own. However you want to be identified. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. And, life, get better. Before things get better, they get worse. And it seemed like when we at that time and that peaking point, that it seemed like things getting worse. And most people are looking out for self. But those who are above water, keeping afloat, as they say, they have people that's around them that care about them. They have a nice team, a nice support system, and they're going to make it through. I mean, that's how it works. You can't do nothing in this world by yourself, and you need a great team to get things accomplished and or done. And that's just what it is. So I'm happy that ship didn't crash into that bridge. It's unfortunate that the same thing happened. Excuse me. It's unfortunate that the same thing happened. Contingent to malfunctioning of the ship, electrical problems and things of that nature. Just gotta be more mindful of these ships getting checked before they actually leave the dock. Just why is it? So moving forward, what else is on my radar? It's another brand in corporate America. They laying people off And this is USAA lay off 200 employees in an effort to change their position and change their position needs. The San Antonio-based insurer announced this week this is the latest round of layoffs at the USAA, which let go of nearly 1,000 employees in 2023 after reporting its first annually financial loss in nearly a century. USAA did not specify which department were impacted by the layoffs. The insurers did not share whether the layoffs were at the local or national level. USAA continues to make a necessary adjustment to run a healthy business and provide members with exceptional services and competitive prices, said Rogers. Muff, if I pronounced that correctly, USAA Director of Public Relations. After carefully consideration, we made the difficult decision to eliminate approximately 220 roles. USAA said continue to hire employees, including 2,900 jobs filled so far in 2024. Employees are treated with care and compassion and provided with assistance to find new roles inside and outside of the organization. Muff said. USAA, a leading insurer of the military community and the families, reported a net annual loss of $1.3 billion in 2022 compared to a profit of $3.3 billion in 2021. The annual loss was USAA first since 1923, the year after the company was founded. USAA has not released its annual financial report for 2023. Like I said, most of these institutions, most are downgrading infrastructure, and they see that they want to allocate some of the funds and the budget of the company elsewhere. It makes sense business-wise, but in the economy, and the people that are being laid off, they got to find jobs elsewhere. But like I said, it doesn't matter what industry, company that they may be, how big the brand they are, and how long they've been out. It doesn't matter. They're letting people go. And at the end of the day, what the people going to do once, it starts from the top and it trickles down to the bottom like a domino effect. It's going to go to the point of what people are going to do. People got to start adjusting things. They're going to have to start working for people that they may not even thought of working for. Even if it's working for themselves or working for, a next door neighbor, whoever it may be, whatever the case may be. We need to work together more probably than ever before. Yes, it's a choice. We all have a choice. Like I said, it's a service on our product that's provided on this platform. So Gifted Monumental Music Group and EUSE been here and been helping provide a service on our product. And people need to try something new. I'm saying, why not? What you have to lose, doing things the old-fashioned way, as they say, seem like it's run out of time. It is out of time. Moving forward, next on my radar, this topic here is gradually over time. More data and information is coming out. On this platform, we've been talking about certain things, before old media, but certain data and information only hit certain airways. On here, we're going to give you the news. We're going to give you the truth about what is. That's what's going on, every week on this platform. What's So Gifted podcast. At the end of the day, the U.S. Biotech, right, is on my radar. This executive sentenced to 7 years in jail for COVID test fraud. The chief executive of the U.S. biotechnology company that falsely promised investors it could produce a quick and accurate COVID-19 test was sentenced to 7 years in jail on Friday, the Justice Department said. Keith Berman, 70 years old, of Westlake Village, California, pleaded guilty last December to securities fraud totaling around $28 million. The Justice Department said that from February through December of 2020, Berman falsely claimed his decision diagnostic company had developed a 15-second test to detect COVID-19 in a finger prick sample of blood when in reality no such test existed. Berman defrauded investors to profit from the pandemic. Nicole Argentera, head of the Justice Department Criminal Division, said in a statement, forgive me if I said her name correctly, the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission had sued the company and Berman in December of 2020. Yeah, that ordeal with that circumstances and the whole topic is a very touchy situation for most people. For most, people put their trust into whatever it may be that they are trusting, continue to the lack of information and no knowledge, and it's understandable. But we all know something. We all have. We all are smart. We all feel some type of way contingent to what was taught to us and the information that we have and our research that we've done. And at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Now that this topic is a very sensitive topic, like I said, to most people, took the honor and no chance of believing in a system that told them that this is what they need to make sure that nothing happens to them. One test, one shot, another shot, then another shot. Then how many shots we got to take for it to work? I don't know. So now that people are being held accountable and brought into the light, this is what's really taking place, and it's unfortunate that we got to this point, but people knew that eventually, if it was true or not, what was being said and what was being alleged to what was best for you and what was best for your family, and take this to keep a job, and if not, you lose your job. All these different tactics and or rules and or policies, whatever the case may be, codes. It's unfortunate because a lot of lives been lost and a lot of families not where it should be, for lack of term. So I'm gonna move forward. Now I know the weather's breaking out. I'm not really a big seafood person. Well, not anymore. But I know the weather's breaking out. People want to enjoy themselves with seafood, with certain seafood, and got their newspaper ready and out in their yard and playing good music and maybe playing some cards or dominoes and having a drink or two, whatever the case, whatever it is that you partake in to entertain yourself and you and your loved ones. But something is on my radar, and it's unfortunate for those who enjoy it. But to each his own. I'm only here to give you the knowledge and the research of what is. So warning, shrimp and lobster contain dangerous levels of cancer-causing forever chemicals as type of food most at risk are revealed. While the chemical are more commonly linked to factories, plastic, and even tap water, new study has warned seafood is also a major source of the cancer-causing toxins. Dartmouth College researchers tested several types of seafood bought from various sites in New Hampshire for 26 type of PFAS. That's going to be fortunate, these people. Shrimp, you're not going to be able to do that one. Sampling showed that the bottom feeders, as they call it, the shrimp, bottom feeders like shrimp and lobster contain the highest level of Megan Romano, co-author of the Dartmouth study, urged people to consider the risks and benefits when eating seafood in future. Our recommendation is to, they say not to stop eating seafood, even though they just said that it can cause. Seafood is a great source of lean protein and omega fatty acid. They saying that it's pretty good. I think most things that you consume have some type of protein or some type of benefits, but there's always a side effects. But it's also a potentially underestimated source of PFAS exposures in humans. Understanding the risk-benefit trade-off for seafood consumption is important for people to make a decision about diet, especially for vulnerable populations such as pregnant women and children. The PFAS are microscopic substances that take thousands of years to break down in the environment and human body, earning them the name forever chemicals. And they named it forever chemicals. They are found in textiles, firefight foam, non-stick cookware, clothing, and food packaging, and seep into the water supply, soil, and air. Because the PFAS is nearly everywhere in the environment, the researchers said it is difficult to know where in the food chain the chemicals enter the fish. There is no level of safe exposure to the chemicals, and a growing body of research links them to hundreds of cancers, issues, fatal, and a host of other health conditions, including autism. For the study, researchers tested samples of COD, haddock, lobster, salmon, scallop, shrimp, and tuna. Yeah, we've been talking about tuna on this platform. They then asked more than 1,800 New Hampshire residents what type of fish that they ate and how often. The survey revealed people living in the state consume seafood at a rate higher than the national average, meaning they could be exposing themselves to PFAS and the health complication associated with the chemicals, while researchers did not test PFAS levels. In respondents, a separate 2023 study found Asian Americans who often have diets high in seafood had PFAS in their blood at levels of 89% higher compared to other ethnicity. They study said a seafood heavily diet could be in the blame of fish is a major source of PFAS per a substance contamination. That was a Dartmouth. Researchers chose to focus on the New Hampshire because of the state, along with most of the New England region, eats more seafood than the average Americans, given its location and local fishing industry. Was 95% of adults surveyed reporting eating seafood in the last 12 months. Of the 94% consumed fish in the previous 30 days, and about 66% of those ate the food in the previous weeks. Shrimp was the most consumed type of seafood among New Hampshire residents, following the haddock, salmon, canned tuna, and lobster. Testing on the seafood revealed shrimp and lobster had the highest concentration of the PFAS, with average ranging as high as 1.74 and 3.30 nanograms per grams of feast, respectively. Levels in other fish generally measured less than 1 nanogram per gram. Researchers speculated that shellfish could be at a higher risk of PFAS contamination because they feed and live on the seafloor and are closely proximally to the PFAS source near the coast. Larger life may ingest PFAS by eating similar species contaminated with the substance, such as shellfish. And while the U.S. does have federal guidelines for state seafood consumption regarding levels of mercury, none exist for PFAS. That's a lot of information. Continue to those products that most people enjoy. People know that they are the bottom feeder, and people still, enjoy themselves. And now that it's on my radar, it's contaminated with a plethora of different things. Plastic is one, and I don't know. Eventually, what are you going to consume? Continue to food to stay alive. Herbs, plant-based herbs. I know it might not be what most people want. I have this saying that what's good for you is not good for you, and what tastes not good for you actually is good for you. it's like the opposite. It's always the opposite. And right now, like I said, like I said earlier, you got to do something different. And nothing changes. Nothing changed. Nothing will change. You got to do something different, and that goes for pretty much almost everything that's happening in the world today. If you want to be around if you have kids or loved ones that you love dearly, and you want to be around to see them grow and cherish one another, you got to change your diet. You got to start doing things different. You might not like it because you got accustomed of doing what was taught to you and what was told. And these brands, it's from layoffs, it's from products on the shelves, it's food that you consume, whatever it is, it seems like most of them is not good. So if these items and these products and those services not good, why not you? Why not you replace them? Once you make a difference, once you try to do something different to put a smile on someone's face, make the world better. Like why not you? At the end of the day, people are have the right to do whatever they see fit for them and those who are around them. You have the right to enjoy your life. Most people say you only live one life, and you're gonna live it to the fullest. Hey, you should try your best to live this life to the fullest. Yes, you should, and try to live it as long as possible. But like I said, to each his own. Some people just taking it day by day. Some people say surviving. There's nothing wrong with that. Survival is what we was taught as kids. How about living? How about actually doing what you really wanted to do, and with no regrets and not hurting anyone and putting a smile on your face, doing what makes you happy. That can help with your health, with your condition, with your mindset, with your spirit. If you have a condition, that could definitely help with just doing things that just put a smile on your face. Some sun, a lot of sun. Some people say I might need some sun, but at the end, you only get one chance to do what you really want to do, and I encourage that. I would want that for you. This platform want everything that you want and more, so why not do it? Just wake up one day and just put some down on the list and get to the list and just get it done, and I promise you will feel better. You will learn more. You will actually see more. When you start doing things differently and open your mind to think differently, different perspective, you'll be amazed what's out here in this world. As I like to call it, the Matrix. There's a lot of things out here that's deceiving the people. People love to be entertained because they don't want to focus on the negative things. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just hope that people are prepared for what's to come. Pause. Like it's right in front of you. It's from the cargo ships, from the solar eclipse, pandemic, all these different things that's been taking place, and people are losing a lot of loved ones. So love each other. This is God's side, and then there's the other side. I really care too much about the other side, honestly, but it's never too late for them. But not gonna waste my breath and no energy on those beings that don't see what is, for the lack of a term. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and it's another week, another opportunity to speak to you all and give you all the truth about what is. I appreciate everyone. Hi, it's So Good the Podcast. I'm KD. See you later.